Balderdash, butterscotch, and bitches. We've got 15 questions for you, and all the answers start with the letter B. This is a mini episode of Trivia with Buds. Be it what? And welcome to a special mini episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. We'll be putting out these mini episodes every single Thursday for your listening pleasure. It's going to be a little bit shorter, and it's all trivia-based, so there's not a lot of banter or guests or anything like that. That's saved for the longer, full-length episodes that are going to still come out every Tuesday. So if you want a longer, more interview-style episode, listen on Tuesday, and if you want just trivia, listen on Thursday, or hell, listen to both. If you subscribe, they will both show up in your feed. I'm your host, Ryan Budds. We've been doing this show for about 80-something episodes, and I am super excited to have a fun round of B words for you today. This was from one of my live trivia nights this week with a few additional questions added to bring it up to 15, and I hope that you have fun challenging yourself, playing along with your spouse or your partner on a road trip, which is what I get written about all the time. So thank you for listening, and rate, review, and subscribe if you dig the podcast. Here's how it works. I'm going to ask you all the questions, and then I'm going to tell you a quick story about me and a B word, and then we'll dive into the answers at the end so you can check over them with your pal if you're playing along with somebody. And then if you send me your answers in an email, ryanbudds@gmail.com, you will be eligible for a pop culture art square that I will mail to you from my good friend artist Drew A. Blank. This week's pop culture art square is Spiderman based. So if you're a Marvel fan, you're going to want to try and win that. And we're going to dive into these 15 questions on B words. Here we go. All right, we got 15 questions for you on answers that start with the letter B. I'm going to read you the clue, kind of like a crossword puzzle, and then you're just going to, answer with a B word. So here we go. This is B words question number 1. A long, thick pillow that's placed under other pillows for support. Question 1, B words, a long, thick pillow that's placed under other pillows for support. Question number 2, a one-season animated sitcom in 2016 from producer Seth MacFarlane on Fox. Question number 2, a one-season animated sitcom in 2016 on Fox from producer Seth MacFarlane. Question number 3, the eye color of a girl the band Van Morrison likes. Question number 3, the eye color of a girl the band Van Morrison likes. Question number 4, a device used to measure atmospheric pressure. A device used to measure atmospheric pressure. Question number 5, a fictional dog created by Joe Camp in movies from 1974 to the 2000s. Question number 5, a fictional dog created by Joe Camp in movies from 1974 to 2000. Question number 6, a brand of mints made by Hershey, first appearing in 1973. Question number 6, a brand of mints made by Hershey, first made in 1973. Question number 7, a member of the lowest level of British nobility and one of Snoopy's alter egos. Question 7, a member of the lowest level of British nobility and one of Snoopy's alter egos. Question number 8, a baking ingredient mostly made of brown sugar and butter. Question number 8, a baking ingredient mostly made of brown sugar and butter. Question number 9, the last name of the actor who played Ralphie in A Christmas Story. Question 9, the last name of the actor who played Ralphie in A Christmas Story. Question number 10, a 1998 movie by Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Question 10, a 1998 movie by Matt Stone and Trey Parker. Question number 11, home city of a baseball team named after colorful footwear. Question 11, home city of a baseball team named after colorful footwear. Question number 12, boxer in Street Fighter video game series. Question 12, boxer in Street Fighter video game series. Question number 13, main pilot character on Disney's Tailspin. Question number 13, main pilot character on Disney's Tailspin. Question number 14, a type of tethered jumping. Number 14, a type of tethered jumping. And question number 15, George's ATM code on Seinfeld. Last question of the round, number 15, George's ATM code on Seinfeld. All right, I'm going to tell you a quick story about me and a word that starts with B, and then we'll go right into the answers for these 15 questions on B words. Here we go. All right, I was thinking about me and a B word, and the first one that came to mind was bologna. I have not eaten bologna in a number of years, probably at least a decade. But when I was growing up, I was the youngest of 5 kids, and my parents barely watched me do anything. And I was a real picky eater, so I would never finish my dinner, and I would just snack on all kinds of stuff. When I was in high school, I used to have a case of Pepsi in my locker, and I would drink 2 warm Pepsis a day. I had a very strange eating and drinking habits growing up. But one of the things I would do, I would take a whole package of bologna as a kid, probably up until I was about 10, and I would eat the whole thing. So my mom would bring home the yellow Oscar Mayer package. I would take the whole thing out like it was a sandwich and bite into it and end up eating an entire stack of bologna, which had to do a number on my tiny little stomach on the south side of Chicago in the early 90s. And when I think about it now, it's probably the most disgusting thing I can think of. I know a lot of people, some friends I went to college with, they would make fried bologna sandwiches. I think it's like mayo, bread, butter, and fried bologna. And that always sounded gross to me. But even grosser is eating that stack of bologna as a kid. This really popped in my head recently because I saw the Oscar Mayer wiener truck parked in a parking lot. I believe it was a Walmart parking lot. I'm like, holy cow, that driver had to stop in Walmart for something. That vehicle's got to be real tough to get through certain drive-thrus. So that's my story about a B word, and the B word was bologna. Let's dive into the answers right now to your 15 B word questions. All right, here we are with the answers to your 15 questions on B words. Let's see how you did on these B words. A long, thick pillow. This was number 1. A long, thick pillow that's placed under other pillows for support. This was probably one of the toughest ones that we started off with. It was bolster, B-O-L-S-T-E-R. It also means to prop something up, like to bolster it up to make it a little bit fluffier or better. So number 1 was bolster. A lot of people at my live trivia nights wrote body pillow, which I guess was a good guess, but bolster was what I was looking for. Number 2, a 1-season animated sitcom in 2016 from producer Seth MacFarlane. That was Border Town. My good friend Jason Bice worked on that show as an assistant writer, and you can listen to Jason on a Disneyland and chicken wing related trivia episode real early in the first 10 episodes of this show. If you look in the feed, look for Disneyland and Wings. You can listen to a bunch of fun with Jason Bice from Border Town. Question 3, the eye color of a girl the band Van Morrison liked. That was Brown for Brown Eyed Girl, their hit song from the 60s, maybe early 70s. I forget. I think it's late 60s. Question number 4, a device used to measure atmospheric pressure. This is something I know nothing about because I don't retain any kind of scientific information. Barometer or barometer, as I thought it was pronounced as a young lad eating bologna. Number 5, a fictional dog created by Joe Camp in movies from 1974 to the 2000s. Benji. Remember that dog? He was kind of scruffy. B-E-N-J-I. Benji was the name I was looking for. Question 6, a brand of mints made by Hershey's, first in 1973. Breath Savers. Breath Savers. I think it's all one word. Get yourself some breath savers for your hot date for Valentine's Day coming up. Number 7, a member of the lowest level of British nobility and one of Snoopy's alter egos. The word was Baron, B-A-R-O-N. Snoopy would get on top of that doghouse and just try and fly it around like the Baron. Question number 8, a baking ingredient mostly made of brown sugar and butter. It's butterscotch. Butterscotch. I do not love the flavor of butterscotch myself, but I think that's like a Werther's original, or is that like a caramel thing? Maybe it's a mix of both. Number 9, the last name of the actor who played Ralphie in A Christmas Story, one of my wife's favorite movies. We have Christmas Story Monopoly, and I'm staring at it right now on the shelf in my den. It was Billingsley, Peter Billingsley. Great actor in that movie, grew up to direct a lot of stuff. I think he directed the movie Couples Retreat and a bunch of other Vince Vaughn things because he's good friends with Vince Vaughn. And one time I saw him at the Comedy Store in LA, and I said, hey man, I love your work, and he shook my hand. So that was very cool. Peter Billingsley, good guy. Question number 10, a 1998 movie by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, Basketball. Great spoof movie. Not really a spoof movie, but just a great, I guess it's a spoof of sports movies. And the Zucker brothers, I think, were involved from the Airplane series and stuff like that. So check that out if you've never seen it. Great hidden gem from the late 90s. Matt Stone, Trey Parker, basketball. Everything they touch is really good. Question 11, home city of a baseball team named after colorful footwear. I was looking for the Red Sox and Boston, which starts with a B. So Boston was the answer there. Question 12, boxer in Street Fighter video game series, Balrog, Balrog. He was the boxer in, I think, starting in Street Fighter 2, I believe. Number 13, main pilot character on Disney's Tailspin, another 90s kid question, Baloo, the bear from The Jungle Book. They made that spin-off cartoon called Tailspin, and they just brought DuckTales back, so you never know. Maybe Tailspin will be on its way for Disney XD. Question number 14, a type of tethered jumping, bungee jumping. That was a nice easy one towards the end, bungee. And number 15, George's ATM code on Seinfeld, Bosco. There's a whole episode about that. I love Seinfeld, and man, do I love that ATM code of Bosco. All right, everybody, those are your answers. How'd you do? Send me your answers in a nice typed email or a social media post or direct message of some kind, ryanbudds on everything or ryanbudds@gmail.com. Let me know how you did. And I'll pick one of those people and send them a pop culture art square. Again, the art square this week is Spiderman themed. And I'll mail that to you. You could frame it up, put it on the wall, and let everybody know that you won Trivia with Buds on a mini episode. Thanks so much for listening. Tuesday, we're back with a full-length episode of the show. You don't want to miss it. I'm recording 5 episodes for the bank this weekend, so we will have some great full-length episodes coming your way over the next month or so. Subscribe to this show if it's your first time listening, so it shows up on your phone every Tuesday and Thursday, full-length Tuesday, mini episodes Thursday. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the emails you guys send me about what you like and don't like about the show. I always appreciate those, and I hope you have a great week learning some new stuff and playing some trivia. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye, and cheers.